gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, this is Jay Jones, and you're listening to Outlaw Radio.
lies beyond the open door. Queen of the nighttime world, 21st century vampires, vampires, dying from coast to coast. 21st century vampires, vampires. Alley grows nearer, your vision's getting clearer about what you need to carry on. Queen of the nighttime world, 21st century vampires, vampires, they're dying from coast to coast. 21st century vampires, vampires.
All right, Outlaw Radio in the house. What'd you think of that, Jim?
I'm not really sure what I just listened to. It's different, isn't it? I like
21st
that.
century vampire.
It's not metal. It's
Vampire.
rock. It's kind of punkish. Different for sure.
Oh, yeah. We got sound. I have to make sure every time now, guys, when we go on live that we have audio for some crazy reason. But we're Outlaw Radio Nation. We're in the house. Sunday night. It's chilly in Cleveland.
Like 34 degrees. And in 2 weeks, we're going to be playing outside at a 3-day festival in Wellington. In 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
We are praying
And
for
I'm
65 degrees until 8 p.m. every night.
should have done this in May.
Do not want to do hoodies all day long and be cold.
Well,
I hate being cold, Jim. That's the one thing.
and people will probably not go if it's freezing. So we have to just pray for the best.
I'm willing to cuddle any females that are cold at the festival.
You got to be careful cuddling anymore nowadays, it seems like. You need some kind of a witness or video evidence to prove your innocence.
All right, well, good evening, Cleveland.
I did not touch that woman.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
30 years ago, somewhere in England, who knows? Who's getting busted? That
No.
one pundit with
They're
the
all going
English
down.
accent.
They're all going down, Jim.
Yeah, he is. Was he a bad boy? I don't know.
They're all bad. All right, well, good evening, Cleveland. We're Outlaw Radio. We're back again. We have a good one tonight, bangers. Tonight we welcome back to the show celebrity psychic, Reiki master, and author, Gregory Nicholas. What do you think, Jim? Isn't that fantastic?
I can't wait to hear Gregory.
Yeah, he's very informative. We have some really good stuff. We're going to talk Antarctica, aliens, and dreams.
Aliens and dreams.
Yep, your favorite topics.
Yes, lucid dreams.
And we're also doing angel wisdom card pulls for our guests and fans in the comment section. We have music by Still in Darkness dropping by to talk about their new music and summer plans. Music on the show is Still in Darkness, Mr. Moonlight, Another Dead Rock Star, The Corrupted Hearts, Kim J, Jack's Revenge, 51 Boneyard, Conspiracy 216. Jim is bringing the paranormal shenanigans. And last but not least, I'm bringing you a Void Dead story to finish out the show. So let's kick it off. Hi, this is Jeff James.
And this is Mr. Moonlight.
And you're listening to Outlaw Radio. Hey, what's up? All right, let me just take care of a few things here. Okay. Jim, how was your week?
It was good. I don't have any particular pains anywhere, and that's always a big plus when you don't experience pain.
Yeah, well, I brought the Zenify, and this is a Zenify, everyone. This is the miracle cure for everything.
For a lot of stuff, you
A lot of
guys.
stuff. And, yeah, so if you have pains on your skin or irritations, this is the stuff. And this is the guy that runs the company. I just wanted to say thank you, Zenify.
It's high-tech stuff. It's not a homemade kind of throw this together and throw that together. This was millions and millions of dollars to make this product, and it's really not catching on right now. It works by a process called lysing. That's where the molecules attached to the cell wall of the proteins of the cell wall of, say, like
Yes, on a molecular level.
yes.
And I did my homework.
It compromises the integrity of the cell wall of said virus or bacteria or fungus and causes the demise of that cell wall very quickly after that. And you could spray it in your mouth, and you could even drink a little bit of it. So it has very low toxicity to it.
Yeah, and that's a Zenify, and this is the guy that sells it, and he's a major sponsor to Outlaw Radio. So also, besides your Shanae story, and we're doing the Void Dead, we do have some stuff in the news I'd like to go over. Matt J. Chase has been kicking off almost every show. He'll be on the show later in our segments. And if you guys want to see him perform, he's going to be at the Boutique in Wellington. So get ready. We have new intro music coming for our show. The Paranormal Chef. You could see Matt J. Chase at the Boutique on Friday with his band, the Let It Burn Band. We have a show banner coming. A lot of cool stuff happening, Jim.
I'm here ready.
Yep. Local band interviews, more music, better topics. So as we grow, we hope you guys grow with us. So you may have also heard the Jay Jones radio spot in the beginning of the show. Well, bands, if you're interested, you could send us an MP3 of you talking about your song being on Outlaw Radio. We'll play it on our show, no charge. We'll show your show flyers, your concert flyers, your videos, anything that you want to send us, we'll put them on our show free.
Hey, that sounds like a good deal, guys. Jump on that one.
It's a good one. All right. And then also Jay Jones will be coming on Outlaw Radio later on this summer when he's on tour. So also don't forget Outlaw Radio will be at the Boutique on 424 through 426 from 12 to 2, doing our show before all the music gets rolling. So come see us at the Burn Run, the Shakedown on 420.
Keep your fingers crossed for nice weather.
Yeah, we hope so. So also this week on Thursday, me and Jim went out to Willoughby Hills. I recorded vocals. Jim played lead guitar on a new song that's coming out with the members of My Cleveland Project, and the song called is My World. And pretty cool, right?
I couldn't believe how much fun I had. You know, we went out there a couple months ago, maybe not that long ago, but this couple days ago we went out again, and it was like we just got back together with some good old time friends, and really we just met each other, but it's like there's a connection there, it seems like, and everybody's on the same page, and everybody wants to do the same thing, and everybody agrees, and everybody does their part, and it's just like a good family out there.
Yeah, it is a great family. Don't you think so?
Don't sound so excited, Jeff. Yeah, it's okay.
Actually, I'll tell you what, I was totally not listening to anything that you were saying.
Well, that might be for the better.
I was thinking about something as we were scrolling. I was
you could
scrolling
tell
through the
he
comments
wasn't listening.
and not listening to anything you said, so feel free to say it again.
It just doesn't happen to me. There's been many times where I'm thinking, what do I say next? And then he asked me a question, and I kind of fake my way through it. I know you could tell every time.
Well, yeah, you do it all the time, and I just did it now.
Well, we're even then.
Can you take me higher?
I'm not sure what that meant, but...
All right. Okay, so we did that Thursday night. That was a great time. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, everybody in the My Cleveland Project. I got to hang out with people that played in the Michael Stanley Band, that played music with the Raspberries, that knew Eric Carmen.
Very cool stuff. I agree. It's very nice.
They play at the MGM. He was telling me all about it outside while you were playing lead guitar inside.
We all have a sense of humor there. We're all kind of kidding each other, and how come it's taking you so long to do this take? It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think I did the vocals like 16 times.
I don't know what Dave did, but when you first started doing it, I was thinking, oh, okay. But Dave does magic, man. That guy is not only a good sound man, engineer. But he knows how to talk to people, and he knows how to explain what he wants, and he knows how to tell you how to do it. Now, that's pretty good.
Right. Did you think when I first did the first take on the vocals that it sounded like when I was at karaoke?
Well, I thought I was going to be there for about a couple days before you finished your part. But you did good. You done good.
Yeah, it took a while to do the vocal. But then he slipped in that,
It wasn't bad.
bridge vocal, so then I had to learn that one.
It wasn't bad. It was pretty good.
Yeah. And then you did your lead guitar, which was very cool. But the whole story is that I got to meet these people from all these great Cleveland rock bands and even national bands, and it blew my mind about who they were opening up for. Like, they opened up for Loverboy, and they play with bands like that at MGM.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Man, I can't remember what the last show he told me that he's doing soon, but I was like, man, I want to go backstage to that.
Yeah, I really like playing with good musicians, you know, hoping that I could fit in sometime. You know,
Sure.
It's so cool.
All right, so on next week's show, we're featuring the Cleveland rock scene with guest Rob Stibbs and Sully, veterans of rock and roll. Music by Awaiting Abigail, another Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas hard rocking band. Sozin from Michigan, where Ohio goes for the best weed. Allison Galloway from Memphis, Tennessee. Bosch Nelson Band from Akron. DSR also from Fort Worth, Texas. You get a little idea here. Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas is crushing it with music. All right, so also on that show is the Fods from Belgium, Midnight Whiskey Massacre from the UK, and Avenging Scarlet, Kalia Dahl from South Africa, and Mr. Moonlight. And don't miss the debut featured spotlight segment with Zach Attack. He's going to bring you what's new in the national metal scene, ripping solos, Jim's favorite shredders, and monster new releases.
Yeah, can't wait to see Zach come back.
Yeah, so he's going to be back. And guys, what we're going to do is we're going to play a little bit of music. We're going to do 2 in a row. And then when we come back from that, we're going to have Gregory and Nicholas join the show.
Wow.
All right? So we'll see you very soon, Cleveland. Check this out.
You can still look at us.
Yes, you're going to still look at us the whole time.
'Cause
This is the Corrupted Hearts with Sparkle.
Worthless.
did you think of that?
Wait a minute now. I think we've bumped up the quality of the music just a little bit so far on this show
pretty
this
cool,
week.
huh?
I think not that the earlier shows have been bad or anything, but hey, when there's some really good stuff coming on, it's worth talking. That first song by the Corrupted Hearts.
Great song.
What a night! That sounds like a keyboard, synth bass, or some kind of a part.
Yeah,
Boy,
very cool.
that's different. That is cool. The female vocals cool,
Yeah,
and then the
very
Fods
cool.
just tore it up right now.
Yeah, the Fods. Amazing, right?
We gotta get both of these guys on the show to interview them for a few minutes. I wonder if they'd be willing to do that.
Yeah, that'd be very cool. And also, I had you write down a couple names that I wanted to give a round of applause to.
Yeah, we were very pleased to see that we have some of our earlier fans coming back to listen to our show. We wanted to thank Duck Tape Guy. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the views. Thank you so much.
And we have one more. It's
We have one more.
The Way of Jesus.
Oh, the Way of Jesus is with us. Thank you.
Thank you. You're bringing up our numbers as much as you apparently hate us.
Yeah. Your hate drives up our numbers. So we
Yes.
thank you for that. It's fantastic. And we're going to go on with the show because that's what we do, because we're Outlaw Radio.
They gave us a message, didn't they? What was that nice message, Jeff?
I can't remember. I zoned out during it.
I think you guys already suck.
Yeah. Oh, the show already sucks. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, so we suck right now, guys. Thanks.
Well, and I also want to point out that's what caught my attention while you were talking, and I didn't follow anything that you were saying.
Oh, okay.
Because I was reading the comments and I saw the duct tape guy and I was like, what did he say? Show sucks. Hey, there's a show in Cleveland where they're like, they call in, I think it's the Alan Cox show. They'll call and be like, your show sucks. And then they talk to him.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I want them to come out with another talk about farting and stuff. That
their
was
stuff is
awesome.
really awful. All right. Well, Jim, we have somebody very special on the show right now. This is Gregory Nicholas, Reiki master, author, and celebrity psychic.
Hey, Jeff, thank you.
Hey, soon we're going to have a whole paranormal musical intro part for our paranormal chef segment, and we'll be able to play it.
So you're looking good, and you sound excellent. The sound quality is great, so thank you.
Yeah, you sound
Thank you.
great.
Thank
and
you.
You're looking fantastic.
Oh, thank you. I try. Hey, thanks again for having me. Always great being with you.
It's our pleasure. Hey, while you're here, this probably doesn't happen to you often, but I'm going to read you an angel wisdom card, okay?
Oh, very good. Thank you. It does not.
Pick one just for you. And here you go. I'll show you what it looks like. Can you see that?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And this is what it says. News worth celebrating, joyful announcements like engagements, weddings, pregnancy, or graduation, a time for gratitude, close communities, or chosen families. Hopefully not pregnancy, right? I mean,
No, it is not pregnancy, but there is a graduation coming up this year in about 6 weeks. So
that's
that
very
advancement with work and everything. So yeah, I'll take it.
all right, so that resonates with you. Jim's card earlier resonated with him. And then
Oh, it did. Every
then-
bit of it did.
I pulled mine, and it resonates with me. So
It said something that I have new opportunities coming up, and I do actually.
yeah, Jim's Jim. I'll tell you this, Greg. Jim just got a co-publishing deal with AMG Sony.
Very
Pretty
good.
cool, right?
Co-publishing
Excellent.
songwriter deal. Yeah. So all we need.
Good
now
for
is-
you.
Well, all we need now is for somebody to actually want to use the song. So I'm halfway there. So I'm not too excited yet.
No, but hey, it's a start, man. Good for you. That's great.
Thank you.
Right, it's a
I like
start.
the name Sony. That
Yeah. Well, that carries a lot of weight.
yes,
Yeah,
it sounds good
I would
when
think.
I say that.
Yeah, I think Michael Jackson was with Sony.
But this is not about me. It's about our guest right
Yeah,
now.
that's right. So, welcome to the
No, hey.
show.
Toot your own horn when you can.
Reiki master, celebrity psychic, author again. Because the introduction needs even more to that. So let's dive in deep and let's run right into it because we got a whole bunch of questions for you, okay?
Sure.
So we're big into aliens. We love the whole alien thing. We follow it. Jim's new to the alien thing, and he's learning as we go. So Antarctica is a huge
Yeah.
question mark, okay? From pyramids to the stories about the flat earth, realms beyond our realm, aliens, government cover-ups. What can you tell us about Antarctica? Is there aliens there? Is there an additional world there beyond our ice wall? What's the deal with Antarctica?
I have always heard a lot. Now, the pyramids, I did hear, and it's been a while, guys, where I thought those had been debunked, okay, that they were natural. But for years, I mean, and without getting into details, read for some people very locally who swear they have had their own alien encounters. Okay. But Antarctica, yeah, I've heard that for a long time that it's there, like a base. I even heard there's one train of thought out there, gentlemen, where it is an underground alien base. Okay.
Yeah, I've heard that
I have
too.
heard that as well. I mean, personally, for me to think that other beings, other worlds, aliens, what have you, the right word, does not exist, to me, I have a hard time with that. I would think there is something. Are they coming there? There's also the thought, guys, where they visit or visited Egypt,
Yeah, very cool.
you know?
When you channel, do you, in I don't know, do certain psychics, do they only channel the spirits from Earth in the afterlife, or can you also channel aliens from different
Uh,
dimensions? Or
I don't know anyone who has. I do know many readers, though, guys, where they have shown up in dreams. Okay, where they're reading and they may have a dream about some alien being, an alien visit, something like that too. I don't know. I know I have never channeled an alien per se, but I'll be honest, I've never tried. You know, I work mainly with the people present and those who have died or departed who are close to them. Hmm.
okay, very cool. All right.
But
When you were
two,
talking, oh, go
one
ahead.
thing you may want to do, tying on to that though, is when you visit a noted alien location. Okay. Can you pick up vibes from that? Absolutely.
Hmm, interesting. So, kind of like I can't Greg. I'm sorry. Matt Gook is out there. You probably remember what this place is called, but the ranch that's has all that paranormal activity going on. What's that? Snakeskin Ranch, or
Oh, there's a couple of them out there. There's Blind Frog Ranch, and there's the other one in Utah, Skinwalker Ranch.
that's right. I couldn't remember the name of it. Yeah.
Skinwalker.
So
Now, there's something there, and also they have found things underground.
yeah, I saw where they were doing the I can't remember what they call it, but when they're looking underground, they can see like formations and stuff. They found a huge object, and they think it's actually a
Yeah,
UFO.
the ground penetrating radar.
That's right.
I have watched that show. There is the whole series out there, Skinwalker, and there's the new one called Blind Frog Ranch.
That's one we have to look into, Matt.
Yeah, but Skinwalker, I think, was interesting because you also have the blend of not only the alien, but the Native American as well.
Right. So the government was there, and
Hmm.
they did some investigations, and they didn't say either way if there was
I know.
paranormal. They said there was things that were unexplainable, but they
Hmm.
left it wide open. So I'm
Yeah,
sure they said that they saw lights in the sky. They saw and heard stuff like skinwalkers and things like
yeah,
that. But
yeah. A lot of the pictures. And then, too, gentlemen, what about Area 51 out in Nevada?
right,
You know, you drive out there outside of Las Vegas, and there's all kinds of little stops, gift shops, whatever, devoted to aliens. Some people say they sworn they have seen them at night. Others just don't believe it at all.
all right. Let me ask you this crazy question: when aliens die, do they go through the same life review and the same soul contracts that we go through?
You know, I believe so. That's me just from, yes, short answer, yes. I believe they do, just as review, perhaps reincarnation, things like that. But yeah, the same, a good way of putting it, Jeff, life review. Mhm.
Why do they say then that they think that aliens are also demons, or is that just their thought?
Oh, you're going to hear that all over too, Jeff. Demons, depending on your beliefs, they think they are. I've even heard it too, where they are conjured, so to speak, part of Satan's minions. I've heard all of that as well too. I have a hard time believing that aspect of it.
Okay. All right, then let me ask you this question, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of this. I've noticed this a lot lately, where people are saying, and not just people, but people are coming forward that were ex-psychics, and they're coming forward and saying stuff like, you're not really talking to the spirits on the other side. You're actually talking to demons. And they say that the demons, like, mislead us and make us think that we're talking to angelic spirits. What do you have to say about that?
I call that BS because now, can you do that and talk to the demons? Absolutely. It all depends. And Jeff, I've known you for years. You know how I work.
I do.
Okay. When you open it up and talk to the other side, you always hold in your mind, first of all, highest and best good. You're protected. Anyone who knows me all over knows I have a strong belief in Saint Benedict, the patron saint against evil and demons. You hold in your mind that you're going to be protected by the divine, by angels, by the saints, as well as that too. Too, and I've been doing this 59 years now. If something negative tries to come through, we can pick up on that. You can tell. And I know the argument, oh, well, they're very good at deception. Guys, they always slip up too if they try to come through. I hold my belief and I stick to it. When this is me, I do not allow demons or demonic activity in. We are speaking to the dearly departed, the deceased for highest and best good.
Or
You know,
let me ask you this. Are there ever any situations where you are doing a reading and there's a demon present, or do angels and demons ever share the same room occupancy? Are they ever close to each other?
I have had a two-part answer. I
Okay.
have had where they try to come in. Now, I don't let them. I have shut down group events where someone, this is important, has tried to conjure or invite them in. I have shut it down and that person has left. Okay, you can tell. Again, this is just an experience thing, but I don't allow them in. I shut it down. I honestly, right off the top of my head, I cannot recall a incident where both the angels and demons were there at the same time. It's not uncommon to have the angelic spirits, things like that, coming through. Demons can try. I have never let them in, and frankly, I don't know any readers, to my knowledge, who have let them in or who will.
Yeah, it makes a
You're
lot of
opening a
sense.
door that's just
Right.
awful, hard to close.
Now, when people use the Ouija board, sometimes demons can come in that way. Is that true?
That is very true. But again, Jeff, you have to set your intention.
Okay.
Okay. When you do it, like anything, there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. Um, and that anything can be affected with that, whether it's substance, alcohol, or whatever. But if you using the Ouija board, spirit board, there's a right way and a wrong way. You bless it, you open it up the right way. And when you're done, you close it, you thank it, and you have it leave too. You never ever leave the spirit board or talking board open.
Okay.
Okay, that's one way of letting it come through. And I have many clients who have called me that have had very negative experiences. They were screwing around, whether they were drinking or whatever, didn't take it seriously. All at once, the house goes with something bad, negative, bad smells, things like that. So, like anything, you have to be careful. You have to respect both sides: good, bad, light, dark, yin yang.
Very cool. Jim, do you have any questions you'd like to ask him regarding aliens?
I can't think of any right now. I've been really enjoying listening, though.
Hey, when you
I
said, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
When you said earlier about pyramids that in Antarctica that you had thought they put that to rest, did you happen to see where just recently they found that new pyramid and they realized that it went deep underground and they had these spheres that went hundreds and hundreds of feet down? And they think
No,
it's like a
I
power
haven't.
plant?
No, I haven't. I just heard. Oh, that's been a while ago. I haven't done any research on that. But one thing I did hear, and I forget where I read it. If I could think of it, I'd tell you. Some of the very, very large caves, underground caves. I want to say, like in Asia. Don't hold me to that. Like Cambodia area. Don't hold me to that too. Underground. They didn't find evidence of alien visits.
Okay, I got you. Hey, there's a question, not a question, but a comment from Charlie Calloway. She said a couple that I'm gonna bring up. But she said disembodied voices are very confusing. Not the kind in your head, but the ones from outside your head that she can hear disembodied voices.
Yeah.
Hey, when I was at
Yeah.
work the other day, I was by myself in the walk-in, and as I was coming out, I heard somebody say, "Hey, Jeff," and there was nobody there. And I do hear this a
yeah.
lot.
Yeah. It's the same thing, guys, too. Like at night, if you can either hear it waking you up, or you're sitting home alone, reading, doing work, you may hear your name, things like that. Absolutely. Yeah, there is a difference, too. Some people, and I know people who do, I don't associate it with them that much, who invite that in. They just want to see what it would be like to communicate with some malevolent entity, demon, things like that.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Pass. Pass.
Yeah.
Jim.
Yeah. And without getting into details, Jeff, you and I both know someone.
Oh, really?
Mm.
I'm going to think about who I know that does that.
Mm-hmm.
I might know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you have to be careful again. And I've said this, Jeff, to you many times, and on the previous podcast: protect, protect, protect again. But she is right. You know, you can hear them. Difference between hearing them in your head, or it's not uncommon when I'm doing a group event, like a group gallery setting. Many times, several people will hear the same voice.
Yeah, when I heard that call my name, it wasn't malevolent.
Yeah.
Or benevolent.
Jeff, was it male or female?
It was male.
Okay.
I would say, "Hey, Jeff, clear
Yeah.
as day." Like I turned and looked, and there's absolutely no one there. And I looked around, and there's like no one there.
Right. Now, it can also be, guys, there's such a thing as spirit guides, okay? People who have lived and died who come through to help us. Jeff, they could have been there right now just to give you a warning or something, or a reminder to say hi. It can be anything.
Yeah. I kind of think it was this girl that was bent over putting bread in the oven, and there's like, "Hey, Jeff, check that out."
Could be, man.
That's my
Could be.
It's my spirit.
But, and I also have clients who swear that, now, not all the time, they'll hear the voices coming from the family pet, the dog,
that's
the
cool.
cat.
Oh, that could be true, too. Yeah,
You
I
know,
never thought about that.
it's open like that, too. Now, the one client I have about an hour and a half west of Cleveland, she's an older lady. She has 3 or 4 documented alien encounters. She hears the voice. They wake her up at night, and she goes and looks out the window, and she swears she's actually seen them in her backyard.
Oh, that's cool. All right, so we have a couple other questions for you. So this one's still on the topic of aliens, and Charlie brought up this point about consciousness, okay? And that's going to be my next thing here. So alien DNA, there's a place in Switzerland called CERN.
Yeah.
It's a collider that sends atoms super racing around. And anyway, so they discovered the God particle, okay?
Right.
Everything that makes the universe, that makes consciousness. Do you have any thoughts on that? Do you think that what we're doing with this collider is natural, or should we just stay away from this? What's your
That's
thoughts?
a rough one, Jeff, because then you cross the line into maybe ethics and things like that. Me personally, I think we should leave it alone. That's me. Okay. And I know you may get a lot of comments about that, but that's me. The other side is there enough intelligence in the human race to create something like that? Absolutely. Absolutely. You know,
Yeah,
but it all has to do with handling that responsibly as well. You know, it's like artificial intelligence.
yeah, you're right. Which, you know, that we're probably going to not handle that well.
Yeah. Well, look at the movie. What was it? Angels and Demons.
Yeah.
You know,
Ah,
it was
good
all
point.
about the God particle at
Good
CERN.
point. Yeah, you're right. Good point about that. Okay, next question. And this is a big one for Jim. I added this question to the show just for Jim. You like that, Jim?
Yes, I do.
For you, baby. Okay, so dreams. And I have a lot of questions about this. Probably going to take up the rest of our segment, okay? From lucid to astral planes to sleep terrors, sleep paralysis. leave our bodies, dreams, and there's many other things like astral projection,
Correct.
lucid dreaming. Here's my question, and I've heard this a lot, and I want you to shed some light on this. So when we go to sleep at night, our body rests. Our brain activity never stops. Actually, it increases, firing on all cylinders all night long. And I had heard that what happens is your soul in your body's like, man, this guy's going to be down for 8 to 10 hours. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jet out of here, astral project, and go on the astral plane and hang out with my ancestors and check out some realms. Is that true? Do we
Yeah,
leave
Jeff,
our bodies?
I teach how to do that.
Yeah, you do.
That's one of the workshops. Astral travel, astral projection. You can do it, okay? Again, properly, right way, wrong way. The protection, there's a whole series. It's almost like a guided meditation, kinda, to be honest with you guys. But you can do that you have the intention to, Jeff, maybe you want to go visit your family and see what they're doing. Astral travel, astral projection. Do you want to just see what's out there? You know, you have the silver cord attached from your ethereal body to your physical body so that you're safe. Are you traveling with a spirit guide? Are you traveling with an angel? Are you holding a Bible or something like that while you're doing it to help protect? I have many clients who do that.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Astral travel, astral projection, dreams. Dreams are all very symbolic, gentlemen. Very symbolic. They all mean something too. What can affect them? Bad day, medication, liquor, drugs, substances, things like that can all affect it.
The one thing I learned about lucid dreaming is not to drink alcohol before going to sleep at night. Don't eat before going to sleep at night. Fast before you go to sleep, and you could bring on lucid dreams better that way. Is that true?
Yeah, a lot of people can do that. And one other thing, Jeff, just to add to that, hydration.
Okay.
Stay hydrated, meaning water.
Have you ever heard of the blue lotus root? It's
Not that
supposed
I call it.
to help with lucid dreaming. It's a natural extract. Well, they at Sacred Vortex in Cleveland, they have a drink, and it's called blue lotus root, and it's supposed to help with lucid dreaming. I had that drink, and that night when I went to sleep, I had a lucid dream. It was the craziest thing.
Really?
I went to
Now, what are the other side effects of that drink, Jeff?
I'm not sure. We'd have to ask him about that.
Okay. I mean, there are, and again, to your point, there are people who say they can't dream, lucid dream, whatever, if they've had a bad day, a lot on their mind, a lot of worry or anxiety. Some people, do they have to take like an Ativan or a Valium to help them calm down? Argument is it really you with the lucid dream, or is it the drug or medication talking, the substance?
Okay. I got you.
You know, that's like in my industry. When I'm out there, you'll never see me taking aspirin. When I'm doing a house party or an event, I won't take aspirin, wine, cocktail, anything. There's many people out there who say that is the substance or the liquor talking. That is not genuine or sincere. That's a fine line, guys, too. If you take something like that, is it somehow affecting the communication or the connection?
All right, I got another question for you.
Mhm.
What is the astral plane? Is it the world beyond our world, or does the
I call it, okay, good point. The level above, another plane of existence. We're on this plane. I call it almost like, some people call it the heavenly plane. I like to call it this is just me. I call it like the stratosphere plane. That just keeps everyone there. Does it exist? Yeah. Can we visit it? Yeah. I know people who have done the astral travel, astral projection, whatever, and just seeing what's going on, and they swear they have run into all sorts of beings, all kinds of monsters with tentacles and things like that. That's why I believe in the protection.
I got you.
Right. There's a whole theory of practice out there, guys, for astral travel, where Jeff, you're at one house, okay? And you're contacting a friend of yours saying, hey, I'm going to visit you in the middle of the night, astral travel. Leave a piece of paper on your kitchen counter with a letter written on it. Fine. You're going through the whole process, okay? You're safe, you're protected, you're with your silver cord, and you're traveling out of your physical body along the plane to theirs, and you are literally looking down on the counter to see the letter. Next morning, you give them a call. This is what I saw. Is that true?
Oh, that's very cool. Isn't that cool, Jim?
Oh, it's mind-boggling.
Mind-boggling. Are you
Yeah.
flabbergasted?
Well,
A lot of people do that to practice. I also have parents, true story, gentlemen, that do that to check up on their children in college.
Hey, that's when remote viewing probably comes in handy.
Very similar practice, Jeff. Very similar. Remote viewing, astral travel. The fine line. It can all blur, guys, and run into each other.
Have you seen the new reports that the CIA just released that they used remote viewing in finding the the Covenant that they found?
Ark of the Covenant?
Ark of the Covenant.
I heard about it too. I know more about what they did like during the war, but the Ark of the Covenant, I have heard about that. Yeah.
That
Mhm.
that they
Yeah.
came forward and said it is real.
I believe it. I believe it. Here's the hard part. Where's the proof?
Yeah, that's
It's like
true.
Bigfoot, guys. I have many clients who believe it. We're rapidly approaching the Bigfoot Festival here in Ohio Grassman. There are people who swear by it that they've seen it. There are others who say no because they have yet to produce body, bone, skeleton, anything.
All right, Greg. Well, I want to thank you so much for
Mhm.
coming on today's show. Hey, give us a roundup of what you have going on.
Very good. This coming Saturday, I am in Louisiana, 2 hours west of New Orleans at Cajun Paracon. Okay,
Wow.
there's going to be alien representation, Bigfoot as well. Mid-May. Thank you. Mid-May, third weekend in May, Ohio State Reformatory, Mansfield, the 2-day huge parapsychon. I will be there
That's a good
doing
one.
readings, as well as many, many, many celebrities will be there.
That's a good one.
Also, TV show, Jeff, Dark Echoes, Paranormal. Right now, is it on a streaming service called Paraflix?
That's right.
I'm on the episode called Palmyra. I did talk to the director. I'm allowed to say it is in the queue still for Amazon, but soon to be on Apple TV and Tubi. Dark Echoes Paranormal, we've taped 1, 2, 3 episodes, and I have 2 or 3 more taping this summer. I do not know the future locations. My wife knows. I do not.
Well, you'll love this, Greg. We have local haunts, Dark Echoes Paranormal with Stacy and Matt coming on our May 11th show.
That's them. Matt's my director.
Yeah, I know. I talked to him all about you. I said after I saw that you were on that show, I was like, you got to come on our show.
Yeah.
And talk too.
Stacy's
That'd
like
be great.
Stacy's the PA, the production assistant. Great people. I mean, my wife goes with me most of the time too, because like I said, she knows where we're going. I don't. I have a great time with the show too. When we're done, I'm going to shoot them a message and let them know I was on here.
Oh, excellent. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And very cool. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. Everybody, this has been Gregory Nicholas, Reiki Master, author as well, and celebrities psychic medium.
Thank you. Always a pleasure. Look forward to being in touch.
All right. Thank you so much, Greg. You have a good
Thanks
night.
again, sir.
All right.
Bye-bye.
We'll talk very soon. All right. Very cool. That was Gregory
Goodbye.
Nicholas.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So here we go, Jim. And we're going to jump into some music. And when we come back, we have a very cool band that's going to join us, Still in Darkness. We're going to talk to them about their new music, what they have planned, and we have a song that we're going to play special just for them. So this is Another Dead Rock Star, Can You Help Me?
She said choose my toys rather wisely. I said, I know how you are, but honey, you're not the only one been around the block. Can you help me? Can you help me? She gets paid with lots of wands or candy that no one can touch. I sit back and smile now. What a lady, what a body was. More than a work of art. Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? I should just go home, but I can't turn away. Maybe just one more should come back my way, smiling like before, and stars that blind my way. Oh, I can't resist. Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me?
I woke up in the evening just the other night. I had no power, I had no lights, but I can still look around when the sun goes down. I can still look around. I can't help but notice that it's dark at night, but I can still see through for the dull moonlight when the sun goes down. The sun goes down. What will happen if the moon flies away? It's just giving up on another day. What will happen if we can't find a way when the sun goes down? The sun goes down. After thousands of years, we still can't find a way. And the moon's giving up and flies away before the sun goes down. The sun goes down. If the moon could talk, I think that it would say, I can't stand this moon for another day. It's had enough of us anyway. What would happen if the moon flies away? If it's just giving up on us anyway. What would happen if there's no moonlight when the sun goes down? The sun goes down. And the moon flies away. The moon flies away.
yeah. Oops. Oh, I'm not going to give it away.
All
Still in
right.
Darkness. All right, yeah.
The Moon Flies Away.
Who did that song, Jim?
I did that. I wrote that after the power went out. When was that? Around 2006 or something in this Ohio area. And I woke up in the middle of the night and I noticed that, boy, there's no power. Thank God for the moon. You know, it would not
lights
be a
up the
good
sky.
thing. And the only reason why I could see at night is because of the moon.
Hey, guys, we see you in the green room. We have you muted, so you know we're going to bring you in about 1 minute here. But I wanted to say that last song, that was Jim Bellinger, a.k.a. Mr. Moonlight, with If the Moon Flies Away. That's his brand new song. It's a remix, actually, of a song that he put out earlier this year. It's new to us. And before that was Another Dead Rock Star.
Boy, was that a good song.
Right? Pretty cool song.
Hey, the good music tonight, Jeff. Good job on that.
All right, here we go. Hi, this is Jeff James.
And this is Mr. Moonlight.
And you're listening to Outlaw Radio. So joining the show, we have the band Still in Darkness. I want to welcome these guys to the show. How you guys doing tonight? Can you guys hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you. Doing pretty well. Yeah, you got 2/3 of us. Our drummer Pat, he drank a little too much earlier at practice, so he passed out for the day. You know, it happens. No,
That's
I'm kidding.
understandable.
Yeah, kidding. He just couldn't make it, but yeah, we're glad to be here.
Well, you're both looking good and sounding good right now, so we're going.
So Still in Darkness is a 3-piece. Joining the show is Monica on guitar and backing vocals. Yeah. Okay, we got her on backing vocals now, London. London, lead vocals and bass. Welcome to Outlaw Radio.
All right, thanks for having us.
Excellent. Thank you so much for coming on the show. And we have a couple questions for you. And I know you guys been very busy working on new material, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. So this is a first on Outlaw Radio and Loud and Local shows that we've done. We've never played your music, have we? Except for your live music, and that was before London was in the band, correct? And that was Hour of the Dead, In the Hour of the Dead.
Hour of the Dead.
Right. Hour of the Dead, okay. That's my favorite song by you guys. But also the song that you just sent me, we've been playing it quite a bit, and I've been listening to it a lot. So let me know. This is Still in Darkness, Cleveland's hard rockin' band. Let me know what you guys been up to. Tell me about the recording. Tell me about this new song that we're going to play on the show tonight.
Yeah, so we're still going to get into the recording studio. So we've been really trying to tighten up some material, get some new material written. So we've been focusing on that. We've been, focusing getting back on the stage. We had taken a little bit of a break from the stage for, I don't know, a good year or so, a good 6 months, year or so. So, right now the focus is really playing some shows. We got a show coming up on April 19th. We're playing at the American Legion in Brook Park, Ohio. We play at 7. Everything starts at 7. It's going to be a good time. So we're getting ready for that.
I know what show that is.
Yeah.
I know what you're playing.
Yeah.
You're playing Avenging Scarlet show, right?
Yep.
At
We
the
were invited by
VFW.
them. Yeah, we were
Yeah,
invited
very
by
cool.
them.
Yeah, we went to that last year. That's the Ghost's birthday show. Brian Yackley on drums.
Yes.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
I'm going to try to
yeah.
make that show. I was not invited, but I'm going to crash the party.
I'm going to go too. We
Yeah,
both
we're going to
gotta go.
crash it.
The more the merrier.
That's right. We're coming to see you, damn it.
Yeah, come on out. It's going to be a good time. So we're really excited. We're focused on that show for this month. So that's coming up. I want to see everybody out there, and then really we're just trying to figure out which material we want to record and kind of get that going here. But that's really the plan that's coming up here for the band, and it's been our focus here.
That's good. Monica, if you send me the flyer, I'll download it and play it on our shows from here on out and get as much PR for you as we can.
Okay, right on. Yeah, I can do that for sure. Appreciate it.
If you make any videos or anything you want to do, we could put it on Outlaw Radio and promote you. Free, baby. We don't never charge the bands. We pay it forward, right, Jim?
That's right.
All right, so you guys are working on new material. Is the song that we're going to play on Outlaw tonight, is that brand new from you guys? Is that what's going to be included in these releases?
So that one
Yes.
will be included. It's newer. It's a really cool song. It's kind of interesting how it came together. So it's actually two different parts that we put together. When we started working on that song. It's called Honesty. We had come up with like the first half of the song. And it was like, okay, this is part of the song. We got to add some more stuff to it. And then at one point, we just did this random kind of like bluesy sounding jam in London. He's like, hey, let's like smash these two together and make it all one song. And at first, I'm like, are you crazy? That doesn't go together. And then we played it, and I was like, this is amazing. Like this goes together really well. So it's kind of cool how that came to fruition there.
That's
And that
cool.
was when we still had Frank. Yeah,
Really?
Frank on bass. Yeah. So
Yeah.
who went on to be in Avenging Scarlet. So he came up with that. He was just jamming it, and I was like, hey, that's in the same key. Let's see if we can mash that together, and it worked. So
Now, is he still in Avenging Scarlet? The Frank?
No, he moved on. He's I think doing his own thing, doing some home like recording and kind of going from there. Yeah.
Where did you guys record your stuff, your most recent stuff? Do you have a home studio?
yeah, we did it at the rehearsal studio that we were renting. Basically, it's a home job, just with our computers and mics and things like that. It's just a rough demo. That's why we need to get back into a studio and get it recorded properly. So, I mean, it's not bad, but you can hear that rawness, and some people like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a rough demo. But even some of the greatest bands, when they first put out their demos, like let's say Motley Crue and those bands, those were super rough demos. Those were just one day recorded, and then they did a whole album like in 2 days,
Mhm.
Very little mastering. It was just a quick mix down. So
Do you have a favorite venue that you play in Cleveland area?
We played. We played the Maple Grove a few times. Like them, they're pretty. They're welcoming, I guess. In some
they're my
regards.
favorite.
I know they.
I
Yeah,
love
you.
them.
Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah.
You guys go way back. I know you guys go way back. So they're not bad. One of my favorites that used to be around, and it sucks that it closed, but it was the Empire Concert Club that was down in Akron. But that was
that
a
was
really
nice.
cool venue.
I thought you were going to say Verley's was your favorite.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah,
where,
that's number 3.
number
3.
That's where she got her start.
Hmm.
Cinnamon Girl. That's for another show.
Right. It'll be next another month here, another day.
Hey, let me ask you this question. The last time I seen you play, you were adding some keyboards to the music. Are you still doing the keyboard stuff, Monica?
Yeah, we sure are. Yeah, we like to add a lot of that kind of stuff to get, being a 3-piece. We've got our guitar, bass, drums. We like to add some extra kind of layering on there. Different like synths and sometimes strings and things like that. So we still definitely use that, and we'll continue to do that. And as we can write more music.
That's
Set
great.
the atmosphere,
Oh yeah, I totally believe in that. When me and Jim recorded the other night, at the very end, they're like, "Hey, you guys, do you think we should put anything else on this?" I'm like, "Analog synths need to go on this song," right?
And they did it.
They did.
It was a Moog. I think you used a Moog,
Yeah, I
right?
used a Moog. I said, "Hey, I just want to channel that Tom Sawyer sound."
Oh, hell yeah.
But last time I saw you guys play, and this is crazy because I think the last time I saw you was at the Foundry, wasn't it? When I saw you play live. Or no, maybe you played Crystal Palooza?
I think it was Crystal Palooza. Yeah.
Was it? That was it the show that the sound guy left? we had this one sound guy that just kind of like showed up in the beginning and then just left. And he's like, and the system that we had was from like 1960s.
Wait, he just set the dials and just walked away.
Yeah, and the dials weren't like faders up and down. They were like these little tuning knobs that you had to do. It was horrible, Jim. Anyway, they left the sound system to me, and I didn't know what I was doing with it. It looked like an antique from like 1920s, like tuning in Tokyo. I couldn't figure it out. But that was Crystal Palooza. Got a lot of shit for that show.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. You
I just
work with what you
remember
have.
that's a fog. I just remember red. Just everything was red.
Yeah, we had a fog machine going. I remember that, and I think I had the lights all set up weird so it would just reflect off the fog and everything. Yeah, that was an interesting time in my life. But all right, guys. So let me ask you this question. You kind of spoke a little bit about what you had planned coming up this summer. Can you give us a little bit more detail on when you think some new music will be coming out and shows beyond the Ghost Show? What do you have in the works?
Yeah, so don't have too many details just yet because we're kind of trying to get in the process of getting some time down to actually get into the studio and pick the different songs. We really want to, keep writing a few more so that it's, it's more newer things than it is some of the stuff we've been playing for years. So once I have some details, I can definitely give them to you, but that's kind of where we're at. We're going with the flow, and we're making it work.
And we're going to re-record some of the older tunes with me on the vocals because it just has a different feel to it now, with the, different bass style and vocals. It's just almost a different song sometimes, so we got to definitely get those on track,
I agree with that because the time that I saw you, I had seen Still in Darkness with the original singer. And then when I saw him with you on bass singing, it's totally different. It's way better. It's very cool. And I can't wait for Jim to hear it because I really dig your music.
Oh, thank you.
So I want to thank Still in Darkness for joining the show. Great Cleveland band. Everybody go out and check them out. Go see them. Is it an invite only this time at the the Ghost show?
Whoever wants to come. Just show up.
All right, what's the address again, and where's it at, and what's the time and the date?
Sure, so it's April 19th. We go on, it starts at 7. We go on at 7. We're opening the show. It's at 19944 Sheldon Road in Brook Park, American Legion.
That's fantastic. All right. Hey, whoever wants to introduce your song, we're going to be playing your song now. This is Still in Darkness, and tell us what you got for us.
Okay, this song is one of our newer songs. It's called Honesty. So I hope you guys like it.
All right, you heard it here first on Outlaw Radio. Hi, this is Jeff James.
And this is Mr. Moonlight.
And you're listening to Outlaw Radio. Thank you so much, guys. You have a fantastic night. Outlaw Radio, Still in Darkness rocks.
Thanks for
Later,
coming
guys.
in.
If I can be honest, all I really want is not to be pressured, allowed to do things in my own time, not to be rude, just speak my truth, yes, my beliefs, but nobody wants honesty, just lies, guys, that's politeness. Believe in me, there's so much power in honesty. Fiction, give back to me. Fiction, set me free from all your motherfucking lies. All I want from you is just tell the truth. Unlike pulling teeth, it could be so easy. Why is it so hard to choose when you know you lose me in the end? Or is that your plan? Your wicked ways I don't understand. Believe in me, there's so much power in honesty. Fiction, you lied to me. Fiction, set me free from all your motherfucking lies.
We've been living in original sin. It's all we've known. Don't know difference between a kiss or throwing stones. Yeah, maybe you wanna come along. Take it for a ride. Now, get in the car. It's time to go. Get in the car, baby. You don't wanna miss the show. Around and let your hair down. Nobody's here to judge you. I know we're gonna be free, like we always have been. Yeah. Oh man, I just gotta get out of here now. Right now, my mind. Smile, get in the car, babe. It's time to go. Smile, get in the car now. We will not miss the show. Yeah. Don't wanna miss the show. Ooh, ooh, 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 don't wanna miss the show.
I think you're exactly right, Jim. That was DSR, Distant Sun Rising, from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. As you know her as Monica Ann Solis.
What a song that was. We have quite the music this show. Good going, Jeff.
Yeah, we have a packed lineup. We have tons of music coming, Jim. We have a bunch of new music, a bunch of new great artists on the way. You're going to be very excited. And before that was our interview tonight by Still in Darkness. Song was called Honesty. And very good job, guys. We really enjoyed that song. And I'm really looking forward to all the new music you guys got coming out. That goes out to you, Monica. London, great job.
I hope you're safe, Monica. I've been reading some of your posts. It's a little scary down there, so hope you're safe.
Now remember, there's two Monicas. There's Monica in Still in Darkness. And then there's Monica from DSR, and he was referring to Monica in the band DSR. We hope you're safe.
Yes.
Right? Take precautions. Also, I'd like to thank Duct Tape Guy one more time.
Is he still hanging out?
In the Way of Jesus. No, they left, damn it. No more comments. I was really starting to dig them. They had me thrown for a loop for that first one.
Well, at least they showed up.
You suck. I was reading through. I'm like, look at this one. This is a great one. Look at that one's a great one. And then I saw his. I was like, what? That was funny. So I want to do an Angel Wisdom card pull for Matt Gutka, who's out there. This is your card, buddy. I don't know if you could see that. Let me pull it up there. Little dancing boy doing the cha-cha. I like to do the cha-cha. Okay. All right, it says, working too hard or multiple jobs, the need to bring balance and fun into your life. Juggling multiple priorities, balancing the budget. Geez, Matt, this is almost like the same exact card that you got last time. Do you notice that? It's almost the same exact thing. What do you think about that, Jim?
Not much change, I guess.
All right, I'm going to do another one.
Very steady, even keeled.
Let's do one more. All right. So this one is for Janine Spring. This is your card. The Queen. The Queen of Hearts. Okay. Brilliant, talented, independent, controlling. There's nothing you can't do. Believe in yourself, Janine. Never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. The need for balance between career and personal life. We believe in you, Janine. You can do anything.
Yes, you can.
All right. How about just one more? And then we're going to do...
For who?
The Shenanigans.
The best part of the show.
Yeah. Dave, out there, My Cleveland Project, this Angel Wisdom card is for you, buddy.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Oh, this is a good one. Look at that. It looks like consciousness. Moonbeams from Mr. Moonlight. All right. Too much going on. Stress caused by many positive opportunities. Unexpected events or rapid changes. The ability, if I could speak right, the ability to multitask, business, travel. That's for you, Dave. Angel Wisdom card number 3.
It's a pretty good card.
Yeah. The 8 of Wands.
He does know how to take care of business.
He sure does.
He was a contractor, right?
Yes, he was. Very successful contractor.
Building an addition in the back of his house with a pool or something.
That's right.
So hopefully he'll invite us over this summer.
I heard skinny dipping is off the table.
Oh.
Well, Jim, I want to say before we do the shenanay that I want to thank everyone who's out there watching the show. Thank you so much for promoting it all week long. A special thank you to Avoid Dead and their friends and family and their army that have supported Outlaw Radio all week with all of their cool comments and shares. You guys rock. And I can't wait to do your story. It's going to be the very last thing I do before we sign off. But right now, we have something very special. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Moonlight, and the Shenanigans.
Not a bad intro.
I'm working on my singing.
So good evening, everybody. You know, this paranoid. I just made that.
I have given you the curse of not being able to speak.
Paranormal event. So, you know, I'm listening, you know, for the past half year about our paranormal topics and stuff. And I'm thinking, well, maybe there's some people that need to start at the beginning that are novice and don't know much about it like me. So I thought I'd define a few terms so I'll start with what is a paranormal event? Okay.
What is it?
So I'm going to tell you right now, a paranormal event it's a term applied to experiences or events that seem unusual or unnatural. Those who experience paranormal events often attribute them to magical, supernatural, or folkloric origins while disregarding the steps normally taken to attain rational scientific explanations. So what do you think of that? I thought that was pretty good.
That was a hell of a introduction of what that is. What was that that word that you said?
that I tried to say.
That you tried to say?
I'm
Folkloric.
Yeah, folkloric. I never really
Never
heard
heard that.
that.
Folkloric. I play in the folkloric band.
Okay,
Hey.
here's another question. What is a paranormal person? I didn't know there was a paranormal person. Are there paranormal persons? I guess. The term paranormal typically refers to phenomena such as psychokinesis, hauntings, and clairvoyance, which contradict the basic limiting principles of current scientific understanding. Surveys constantly indicate paranormal beliefs are prevalent within the general population. Did that make any sense to you?
That they're prevalent in the general population, that it's a reoccurring thing?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Well, we know that because the CIA has already said.
Everything the CIA says is so true, right?
Fact.
Yes.
No fiction involved.
Here I have another one. What are some examples of paranormal events? Ghost sightings are among the examples of paranormal events that many people claim to have had. Yes, ghost sightings. In addition, many otherwise rational people believe in the existence of paranormal abilities such as psychic premonitions, telekinesis, and telepathic communications. Boy, I did that without a mistake.
That was
a lot
really
of big
good.
words.
Yeah. You're getting better at this.
A little bit, maybe.
You're a real true radio personality, Jim.
Here, I have another one.
Okay.
Can you have more than one paranormal experience? And I was, without knowing anything, this is just me. I was thinking, why not? If you have one, why can't you have more? Well, let's hear what this explanation is. Having just one paranormal experience is extremely unlikely. Right off the bat, I guess not a lot of people have them. Only the special ones or something. I don't know. According to previous research, long histories of a variety of subtle and sometimes overt paranormal experiences are common. Anomalous phenomena tend to be both subjective and objective. Boy, this is getting like a college course or something like that. So I had to look up anomalous because I did not know what anomalous means. So what does it mean here? Being inconsistent with or deviating from what is usual or normal. Okay.
Jim, I'm objective and subjective at the same time.
I guess we all are, I think.
Wouldn't that be wishy-washy?
Well, and that doesn't mean that you're intelligent either,
True.
I have another one. Should we use the term paranormal? Why not? What else is there? Well, I'll tell you. The term paranormal is still the most common terminology, but given Chris French, have you heard of Chris French? I never have. And colleagues, they focus on using the more broad term of anomalistic belief. So you could say paranormal belief or anomalistic belief. It is not clear whether just using paranormal would have picked up all of the relevant studies, so that's why they changed it to anomalistic belief, I guess. So
didn't Chris French play lead guitar in Twisted Sister?
Yeah, good one. Yes,
I think his last name was French.
Now we have a little story, a little scary story. So make sure make sure that your lights are on and all the doors are closed and locked, just in case.
And your pants are on.
Yes. What's that have to do with anything?
No, I just threw it out there.
There's a paranormal scholar out there. She has a website, YouTube channel. Her name is Laura Roughton. And when I was looking through the YouTube to find something to talk about, I saw her stuff. And she has a video on the Bennington Triangle. So that's what this is about. Between the years of 1945 and 1950, a small area of southwestern Vermont was plagued by a rash of mysterious disappearances. In 1992, the New England author and folklorist, that's another word, folklorist, James A. Citro referred to the area where the vanishings occurred as the Bennington Triangle. On November 12, 1945, This is when the first disappearance occurred. A seasoned hunter, Mitty Rivers, 74-year-old, was leading a group of men up the mountains. He was experienced and knew the area well. The investigation to his disappearance yielded nothing but a single rifle cartridge. He just all of a sudden disappeared. He was with a bunch of hikers and he was leading the pack, and there you go. Where'd he go? I don't know.
Sounds like 411, the book.
And there was one cartridge. So obviously they had guns, and there was one cartridge. How did they even know that came from his gun? There's like all kinds of videos that people have made on this Bennington Triangle. So I guess I could do more research if I care. Okay, Mitty's disappearance occurred in the Long Trail Road area, as did the vanishing of Paula Welder, an 18-year-old student who was last seen a year later in December 1946. Despite an FBI investigation and a $500 reward, she was never found. The only lead came from an elderly couple who claimed to have seen her. They were a couple hundred yards behind her in this hike, and all of a sudden they said she disappeared. She went around a corner or something like that. 100 yards is pretty long. You know how foot long a football field is. So that, if somebody is 100 yards ahead of you and they turn a corner and everything, you're still going to take you about maybe 3 minutes or something to walk that. So, but I guess she just disappeared. So that was another weird thing that happened there. And here's another one. In 1949, a veteran, James Tetran, disappeared in the middle of a bus ride while heading to Bennington. You're in a bus ride and you disappear. Again, not a lot of detail here. Was he in the bus when he disappeared, or did he go to a rest stop and disappeared? So I guess there's some more information that could definitely be figured out. The following year, Paul Jefferson, age 8, also disappeared in the area 2 weeks later. An 8-year-old just disappeared. That's really scary and sad. And 2 weeks after that, Frida Lango disappeared while hiking with her friend. So I guess her friend was the lucky one. I wonder what she has to say about that. The Connecticut Coast Guard and the Massachusetts National Guard, local citizens, and even the U.S. Army, a combined force of over 400 people, searched the area and found nothing. But 6 months later, her body was found in an area where they searched every speck of the area. So somebody obviously put that there after they searched the area. Her cause of death could not be determined because the condition of her remains were so bad. These disappearances have hence given the place a sinister aura, unsatisfied by earthly explanations. Some people have looked to supernatural ones for disappearances in the Bennington Triangle.
Wow, interesting.
And we're getting near the end. One theory includes the cause to be an aggressive Bigfoot creature, but that theory is rejected partly because James Terrans, the kid that disappeared on the bus ride, no one saw a huge Bigfoot,
a big hairy thing.
Take him, so that was kind of...
It was a big hairy ape-like man took my boy.
And I wanted to finish this bit here to give, examples of what people think it was, but when I was doing that, all of a sudden, the channel that I was looking at, it disappeared. So I really think when I was doing this, I had my own paranormal event, Jeff.
You may have.
Because how does something disappear on YouTube? I mean, you're looking at something and it just disappears. I know all of you have had that. So while I was researching
this cable
bit, I was looking for a video, by Laura Roughton, the paranormal scholar, when suddenly the video disappeared on my cell phone. I was on the YouTube when it happened. Her video showed up first in my search. That was the first one. She was the very one. I searched YouTube for her video for like a half hour, and I couldn't find it. It disappeared. I went to her YouTube video channel and found many videos she was on, but not the video that I needed to see. But that was the first one I saw originally, and then it disappears.
And it should have stayed in your history.
Isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah, it is weird. The spirits didn't want you to have it. That's all there is to it. They're like, nope.
This is crazy. I looked for her video for like 30 minutes, refusing to believe I couldn't find the video. So is that paranormal maybe? I mean, or is it just YouTube sucking? So with that said, I'm done.
It could be both.
Yes.
I'm not sure. Fantastic job, Jim, with the shenane again. What'd you guys think out there? The triangle.
Hope it wasn't too boring. There's a ton of stuff about that on YouTube.
Yeah,
Have you ever
very
heard
good.
about that?
No, I have not, but Janine Spring did say while you were talking, and I even mentioned it, and I'm sure Matt Guka's out there thinking about the big hairy guy.
I bet Matt might have heard about this one.
A lot of people go missing hiking. The whole book about the 411 is about Yellowstone and all the people that go missing. The story about how the kid just was hiking, or they were hiking and all of a sudden just disappeared. That happens all the time. A lot of times people are pulled off the trail by mountain lions, bears, things like that. But there are a lot of unexplained things, and thousands of people have gone missing from Yellowstone.
I guess that's a good way to get rid of your spouse if you are unhappy. Just go on a trip somewhere and...
Hey, honey, move on up that rock and get over the edge and take a photo of that. That's so cool.
Oh, did I touch you by accident? Oh.
Oh, I didn't mean to hip check you. 300 feet down. That's just awful, Jim.
It is. How can we even say such things?
Yes, so that was the Shenane news. We are going to take a quick station break. We're going to play 2 songs in a row. We got to stretch our legs, Jim. We got to get ready to go hiking. All right, so what we're going to do is 2 in a row. We're going to take a quick station break. Like I said, we're going to play Matt J. Chase, Coming to Ohio, followed by Jack's Revenge, The War. Here we go, guys. See you in a minute.
Okay, Matt, show us.
He said, I miss you more every day. She told him, honey, you'll be okay. He said, I can't live without you. She told him, honey, you have to. His hand was shaking on the telephone. They were together but so alone. She hated hearing his voice like that. Then he spoke up with all he had. Oh, why don't you come to Ohio? She said, I'd love to, but I don't know. He said, I just don't want to touch you. This life alone's hard to get through. Can't seem to tell if I'm up or down. I'd like to hold what I have found. These pictures that you're sending me, well, I'm just worried that's all they'll be. So he tried again with a lump in his throat. Oh, why don't you come to Ohio? She heard him sigh, so she did say, I never knew love could be this way. I've been wishing that you could be near. I wanna feel you, but you're not here. I go to work and come home again. Oh, wait for your call every night and then. Every night when I lay my head, I cry 'cause you're not with me in bed. His voice was raspy, but here's what he said. Oh, why don't you come to Ohio? She said, I'd love to, but I don't know. He said, I just don't want to touch you. This life alone's hard to get through. Why don't you come to Ohio? I'd like to hold what I have found. These pictures that you're sending me, well, I'm just worried that's all they'll be. So why don't you come to Ohio? Whoa, whoa. said I'd love to, but I don't know. He said I just don't wanna touch you. This life alone's hard to get through. Why don't you come to Ohio? I'd like to hold what I have found. These pictures that are yours sending me. Well, I'm just worried that's all they'll be. So why don't you come to Ohio? Why don't you come to Ohio?
He says things you wanna hear. She whispers loud in your ear. It sounds so good, it must be right. Won't you stay and spend the night? All's fair in love and war. When the battle will lose much more. What's the price that we will pay for the things we do and say? He tells you things he knows aren't true, just to cast a spell on you. She reads your wants and plays your fears. Decisions now echo for years. All's fair in love and war. We win the battle but lose much more. What's the price that we will pay for the things we do and say? Sex and money, power and greed, nothing spare to feel the need. There's still a hole that just won't fill. Your need to win never will. All's fair in love and war. We win the battle but lose much more. What's the price that we will pay for the things we do and say? All's fair in love and war. All's fair in love and war. All's fair in love and war. All's fair in love and war.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an important message. This is an activation of the emergency alert system. Communication is down.
Myself a stranger, keeping my word.
My name is Duncan Preston. I'm 35 and I serve in the Washington State Army Air National Guard as a base security tech. I've been with the Guard now 6 years. My rank is sergeant, and this is my story. It was a stagnant hot summer in Spokane, where I call home. I've been with the Air National Guard on deployment in Africa when the first news reports started popping up. At first, it was just a small pockets of this super flu. We have been so used to these vaccines that the government was putting out, we just figured it would run its course, like COVID-19, COVID-20, COVID-A22, the measles, and so forth. But this felt different. There was a stillness in the air that weighed on my chest like a 100-pound dumbbell. I felt uneasy because we were taking this so lightly. But as news reports grew, there were several thousand sick within days. The CDC reported this outbreak. Hospitals were overflooded with the sick. Looting was rampant, and the world had slipped into madness within just a few days. The government was taking every day on TV, talking about cures and testings, but we noticed that the cabinet meetings were almost empty, and base became home. There was no leaving. When news hit, President Musk was taken to a bunker for contingency. The whole government moved into a bunker, and martial law was imposed. FEMA camps started in every major city, but these were like holding pens for domestic terrorists, left over from the great Tesla raids we had in 2025. I received my orders to deploy nationally 5 days after the first case, and within those 5 days, millions had fallen sick. We thought this must be a Wuhan thing. The Chinese must be behind this. But Prime Minister Dr. Fauci from Wuhan, China, just announced that their government shut down within hours of the outbreak. There's only presidential meetings 2 times a day now. It's very quiet. Our world has been shuttered and shaken to its core, and there's no going back. We deployed and immediately set up our perimeters and posted guards with M60s in every direction. We had a rotating staff of 40 security personnel, and I was only reporting to a brand new officer fresh from West Point, who knew nothing but to hold this location. We ushered in busloads of the infected. We gave shelter to the displaced, and we took in some not-so-good guys in the process. We should have realized our past mistakes of open borders without vetting. But there was no point. There was no leaving. For some, this base was the last thing they saw before they slipped into a hibernation period and died. Or so we thought they died. They seemed to reincarnate, become born again, rise out of their body bags. But they were not the same. They were devoid of feelings, empathy, peace, and the flicker and the light in their eyes were gone. They were the walking dead. Gossip spread quick on base from reports of them tearing apart nurses in hospitals to cannibalism on the living right out in our city streets. We had orders to shoot to kill, but we were not prepared for what was to come. Within just days of bringing in the infected, the fences started to come down between the dead pens and the living, and the displaced civilians. What happened next would leave me scarred for life. The feeding frenzy began. I ordered our soldiers to open fire immediately. We were about to be overrun. It was mass chaos. The officer assigned to the command was the first casualty of our soldiers, and it was as barbaric as he would tried to lock the gates, but he was ripped from limb to limb. We started to jump over our vehicles, leave the safety of our bases, looking for anywhere but there. We had lost home base, and we were overrun. What started as a 40-man security team has turned into a 20-man covert crime ring after leaving base camp and battling our way to the bunkers that we heard so much about. We lost all our humanity. Cities were burned out, the dead lay in the streets in pools of dry blood, bullet holes half-eaten, animals eating the dead, smoke filled the sky from burning buildings. Within just a few months, our country looked like an ancient ruin. We lost it all. We have descended into chaos and despair. The infected have seemed to create hives where they have leaders as they hunt in packs. They seem to have some type of higher order. They must be communicating telepathically or just by prime instincts like an alpha wolf. Each one of us tried to return to our homes with our loved ones at some point, but no one was there. No word on where they went or what happened to any of them. As we drift from town to town just trying to survive, all we find is more death and more depravity. Radio has been down for months, no communication with our leaders. They all might be corpses and the undead for all we know. We have no government. It's just us now, a few, the proud, and the dead.
I lay here in the dark, a pit of despair without a spark, waiting in silence, don't make a sound. The enemy is all around. Hear them moving, hear the breath. Bombs explode in fiery death. Screaming, bleeding, torturous pain. Soldiers dying for a golden life. The nightmare starts, the trenches run red. My brothers, my enemies, bold and I'm dead. The murderous rage that trembles inside. The predator, the prey, the wounds open wide. The sounds, the smells, the faces of war. The desperate struggle, the deafening roar. Innocent victims are cast aside. Quickly forgotten, we're too well to lie. Sacrifice, a soldier fighting for what's right. As profits fuel the war machine, a soldier fighting for their life without remorse, without shame. Heroics and defeats are all the same. It's a battle of victory when so many are lost. The endless war, really worth the cost. Control
Avoid Dead. Fantastic band. 3 songs in a row. Radio Down, Soldier On, and Avoid Dead. What'd you think of that, Jim?
Bringing it up a couple notches today, I'd say. All the songs. So they're from Washington or something?
They are from Washington.
Wow, they're rocking on the West Coast. That's for darn sure. You know, that was a metal song, right?
It's
you know,
Spokane, right, guys?
I could actually understand the words. I could hear the words, and this is metal. So that's different. I kind of dug that.
Jim has very eclectic or specialized tastes when it comes to metal. He likes some metal. There's some elements of metal he doesn't like. And during those 3 songs, he was like, this is pretty good.
That is correct.
He was critiquing every part. And yes, I'm right. It is Spokane, Washington. That's where they are from. Avoid Dead.
There you go. I hope they send more songs.
You guys don't mind if I leave your stuff up? It looks pretty cool. The logo looks cool
Yeah,
as hell.
hope you don't mind we promote you.
Yeah, we're going to promote the hell out of you. Yeah, they're all chiming in right now. Yeah, it's Spokane, Washington, baby. And it says thank you to Mr. Moonlight, thank you to me. Hey guys, no problem. I love doing that little creative story. That's kind of how when I hear you music, that's what I think of. That kind of is what goes through my head about this infection, and it's kind of like the future, and it was kind of cool, right?
Yeah, you came up with a little zombie movie kind of thing story.
Yeah, maybe we'll sell it to Mark Berry and see if he'll produce it and have them play all their music. And they said, yeah, please do. Please do, guys. Yeah, we like your music. We're going to continue to play you. There's a lot of music we like out there that we're going to continue to play, but we've come to that point, Jim. We're almost at the end of the show.
Oh, my.
It was a good one. We had a teeny bit of glitch of technical difficulties switching to our Void Dead story, but we got it going. We fixed it.
I guess there was a few minutes of quiet.
There's a little bit of downtime air-wise, but what you guys don't know is we were working diligently in the background trying to fix something.
And we corrected it as good as we could.
And we did that. That's right. So I do want to thank everyone that joined the show tonight. I'm going to read one more Angel Wisdom card, and this is for the band Avoid Dead, okay? And this is going out to you guys. And I'll show you what it is. Isn't that cool? So it says, generous, practical, gracious, materialistic, the ability to make anything more beautiful, a love of family and home, be practical about how you proceed, a love of art and beauty, a sensible approach.
There's a lot there.
There's a lot there, a lot to digest. Hey, while you guys, we were playing some stuff and talking about some other stuff earlier in the show, you guys brought up orbs, and it got me thinking because I don't think Jim really knows about orbs or the spiritual idea of orbs. So later on down the line, we're going to get Gregory Nicholas back, maybe sometime this summer in June or July, and do a whole little segment about orbs, and then you guys can hear about that, and we'll do another paranormal show. What do you think?
I'm down.
All right, so we're at that point.
I'm really down.
I'm down.
Well, what time is it?
It's time to get rolling.
Oh, okay.
Why, do you want to do something?
I guess we're going to go get something to eat. Go to Smedley's, I think, tonight.
Yeah, we're going to Smedley's.
I hear they have really good burgers. I know they have good burgers. At least they did many years ago. Let's see. Their kitchen is open now, I believe, till 1 or something.
1 o'clock. We are going to Smedley's tonight to hang out. If you guys want to join us, come on up. Maybe have a beer or a shot or a ginger ale or a Coke, whatever you're into, and hang out with us, Outlaw Radio. As we sign off here, we have one more song we're going to play as we leave the show, and that's going to be Kim J. We call her Kim J because me and you can never say her last name correctly. But she is our headliner on Thursday night, playing at the Boutique in Wellington, Ohio on the 24th of April. And hopefully we keep our fingers crossed, right, that we have good weather.
That's right.
So next week's show, please join us when we do the Cleveland rock scene with guests Rob Stibbs and Sully, veterans of rock and roll, music by Waiting Abigail, another DFW Texas hard rocking band, Sozin from Michigan, where Ohio goes for the best weed, Allison Galloway, Memphis, Tennessee, the Bosch Nelson Band from Akron, DSR, the Fods, Midnight Whiskey Massacre, Avenging Scarlet, Kalia Dahl from South Africa, and Mr. Moonlight, this guy right here.
Got a new song next week.
Yeah. Cool.
Somebody's Gonna Die.
Somebody
is the name of the song.
Always has to die.
It's not metal, but it's pretty hard rocky, more than most of my songs.
It's hard rockety. You heard her.
Rockety.
Can't speak tonight. You heard it here, baby.
Tom Dodak is
Outlaw
playing
Radio.
lead guitar solo on the song, so I'll have to make sure to
very good
have him listen in. He kicked some butt on that one.
All right, excellent. Well, we can't wait to hear it. This has been Outlaw Radio. You guys stay sleazy, Cleveland. We'll see you next week. This is Kim J with Oblivion.
Take it out of here, it's irrelevant if I handle it, then it must not exist. Out of sight, out of mind, close my eyes, make me blind. Free us out of oblivion, save us from oblivion, release us out of oblivion. We live in illusion, smoke and mirrors, living a life without troubles, trapped in a bubble. Turn my back so I won't see all the crimes in front of me, right in front of me. Free us out of oblivion, save us from oblivion, release us out of oblivion. Where death and destruction are just imagination. We can pretend, 'cause it'll never end. We're living in oblivion. Free us out of oblivion, save us from oblivion, release us out of oblivion. He said, she said.